Sup nerds, it's now Friday for me, so I am a day late, but I was without internet most of this past week, and as frustrating as that is, let's talk about some free games to claim. Of course, as per usual, I do put the links on my description for your ease of access, so let's take a look at what we can claim this week. And today here on Epic Games, we get two games. One being Nobody Wants to Die, which is a first-person interactive noir story detective game which takes place in a dystopian New York in 2329. And the other game we can claim on Epic Games is Darkside Detective, A Fumble in the Dark, and this is a 2D pixelated adventure comedy in which you also play as a detective, but this time trying to solve macabre mysteries that plague the cursed city of Twin Lakes. On the Epic Games mobile, we get the mobile version of the Darkside Detective, A Fumble in the Dark, so that's great. Now on to Prime Games. This time we get two games, sort of. One being the Hexguardian claimed for Epic Games, and this is a strategic roguelite tower defense game where you build and upgrade towers, recruit armies, learn spells, construct wonders, and shape the terrain to protect your castle. I'm not a huge fan of roguelites or tower defenses, but at least this one looks charming. And the other one is, of course, one of those fake games that I so despise, but this time it feels like a personal attack because it is called Around the World Travel to Brazil, claimed for Legacy Games. And let me tell you, it looks nothing like it shows here. This is, of course, one of those things that look really crappy and ungame-like, but funnily enough, I tried to look it up on Epic and it says it is not available here in Brazil. Why do you think that is? Because probably Brazilians would get offended by looking at this. This is vile and very weird that Prime Games insist on pushing these kinds of games. Honestly, nothing that they have given out from the Legacy game stuff has ever been anything other than this weird point and click crap. To be kind of honest, just from the sheer amount of games that they have that look like this, it honestly kind of seems like some sort of money laundering scheme. Allegedly, of course. So this week for Prime Games was pretty bad. But here's a reminder that on Prime, you can claim not just these games, but also several of the ones that came in the previous weeks and months. Things like Lego 2K Drive, Civ 6, and Tiny Tina's Wonderland are all still claimable on Prime. On Steam this week, we get one game, Lost in Anomaly. And this is a psychological horror game where you wake up in the 9th floor of an unknown building and the only way out is to detect and mark anomalies. One wrong move and you could be trapped in there forever. And I was gonna say that for a free game being given away on Steam, which usually doesn't give away anything great, but I thought it didn't look too bad. But I clicked here on the reviews which says they're positive, and there's quite a few negative ones here too, and a lot of them seem to think this is a jump scare simulator or a troll game. So I mean, it's there if you want to try it, I guess. And that's it for this week. Not a great week for free games, but it is what it is. So tell me, are you going to be playing any of these? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to some more videos like this, and of course, always nerd on.